Hi, I'm Dr. Ben Lerner.
And I'm Dr. Eric Lerner. I've been in practice for over 20 years. I know you've been in practice for 25 years. And something that we've seen over the course of time is that kids seem to be getting sicker and sicker as time goes by. And we're also seeing more and more kids in pain now than I saw kids in pain 20 years ago. Probably the most common issues I see besides pain that seem to be getting worse is just all sorts of kids suffering with things like ear infections, asthma, allergies. I'm seeing a lot of kids now with even digestive issues. It's just amazing what's happening to kids now.
Yeah, the percentage of kids with those conditions has skyrocketed. It doesn't just seem like it's that way, it is that way. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is, for example, being on their computer, being on their cell phones, video games. They're always out of position. Their spine is shifted forward. They got what they call forward head posture or text neck. And additionally, of course, they're just not moving. And so being sedentary, being poor posture, this is damaging the spine, and your spine and nervous system control all function and healing in your body, including controlling your immune system.
Yeah, I was talking to a father the other day of a child, and he said, well, I don't know how she could have anything wrong. She's never had like an accident or anything major happen to her. And while we're talking, she was sitting there in the corner with her iPhone like this. Yeah. And just people, that's the stuff that does it.
Even a medical birth process itself where the woman is numb, the doctor's doing all the work, pulling the head out, even that can cause problems in the neck. And then, of course, sports are really popular. So I know, like, for example, with sports like football, they're concerned with concussions and trauma to the spine, and these are real issues. And in fact, with concussions, they found that with a healthier, stronger neck, you're less likely to be injured playing football or to get a concussion. And this is why it all starts with us really looking at a child's spine to protect them from sports injuries, help them recover from those kinds of injuries, but again, even getting back to the infections, the allergies, and the asthmas.
And unfortunately, not only are we seeing kids getting sicker and having more allergies and asthmas and pain and all of that, but the approach that most parents are taking to help their children is giving them more and more medications. And so we're seeing a very medicated group of children these days as well, definitely more than I saw 20 years ago. And that's not really helping at all either, because by more medications the kids take, the more toxic they are and the more health problems they have as a result of those medications themselves.
And you might be surprised to know that if you walked into our clinic right now, you'd see us adjusting babies, you'd see us adjusting toddlers, you'd see us adjusting elementary school, junior high school, you'd see an office filled with children, and yes, they may not have a lot of back pain or neck pain, but they do have a lot of spinal issues and they have a lot of immune issues. But by correcting these spinal problems, we are boosting immunity and allowing their organs to not just function better, but to develop properly so they have the healthiest future possible.
Yes, I had a family recently bring in their 3-year-old, and so the story that they told me was that their son had been hospitalized for breathing treatments on a regular basis. So something kept happening, and they had literally the night before they were in the hospital. There were some friends of theirs who had been telling them for a while to bring their child in to see me. So while they're in hospital the night before, they said that's the last straw. Next morning, right to the office, we took an x-ray of this child's spine, and sure enough, there was a problem. It probably came from the birth process. We're talking about a 3-year-old who had had asthma most of his life. We started addressing that problem in his neck, and that child immediately, from first adjustment on, stopped having asthma attacks.
Yeah, you see very quick adjustments with kids, or quick results from those adjustments because they don't have long-standing chronic issues, so we see great results fast. So you've probably have always taken your kids for medical checkups, for those medical appointments. Well, how about a chiropractic appointment? If there's anything that I would suggest for a child is some sort of assessment to check their spine to make sure they're growing and developing normally.